What's going on, guys? This is kind of like a mini guide to how to prep for Yomi training. So basically, what you want to do is, at least for what I did, is I kind of ran like a balanced setup here. So I have 5 slots of defense. Some of these are not going to be the same because these are like rewards for completing the Yomi trials, like certain ones. So give or take, they're roughly between level 5 and level 7-ish, give or take. I did have resistances, so that'll take less damage, and if you hit options, you'll see that it gives you a bonus depending on how you line them up. So like I'm getting a 10% bonus increase on top of the stats that are visible here. So if you add them all up, then I have a HP level up increase. I have 2 of those that I put together. And then I have some healing. Highly recommend the HP healing on yokai specifically because you fight those a lot more than you do the Steam Legions. And there is one of the Yomi training where you actually are permanently poisoned and can't use items if my memory is correct. So you kind of want to rely on the kills and not taking damage. So it's something as you're attacking enemies and stuff, as you kill enemies. The next row is just, it's just damage bonuses. Just so I do a little bit more. This one in particular, it has a level 10 from the first trial of attack, if I'm not mistaken. And then you'll get like a couple level 5s. If you run out a couple times, you can kind of boost your damage up a bit more, so it's a bit more tolerable. Next row I have is to help build up my Shinobi Extreme, which is it, the triangle and circle when you fill up the bar. And it makes a big difference, believe it or not. I actually ran one level 6 that I randomly found. And then, as I progressed, I got another one, so I had 2 of them on, but this is after I beat it. So instead of this, I basically had yokai stamina absorber, so as I do damage and attack yokai, I get more stamina bar back, which is very, very, very handy. And once you do all that, it'll be a lot easier. And then this is also handy for like decreasing the amount of stamina you use, whether it be dodging, attacking, stuff like that. And that's mainly it for this row. I mean, this helps Shinobi Extreme to level it up, like get it more, so your bar fills up, so you'll be able to use it more often. There are 2 specific trials that do not let you use them, so aside from those, you'll be able to use them a lot more. They do a lot of damage, so very handy to have. And the final row is basically my shuriken damage. I didn't put anything for kunai because kunai is not really meant for damage, and you want to get as much DPS with your shurikens as possible. There is a trophy for getting a core to level 10, so I just bumped up the shuriken damage, which you can access from the shop itself, the marketplace. Just buy them in bulk. Your money is going to be like kind of useless later on because like you're not going to be able to really use it for anything else in particular. So beef up the damage for this. Get the critical rate up if you can. Increasing the reload speed. This is very handy because you use these quite a bit, and they're a good like gap closer to stun enemies. They also apply like status effects if you buy them for that. As for shuriken and kunai, I recommend you get ones that have a slow recharge but a higher. So for shurikens, I would say get something that has a higher DPS, but I get one that has probably around like 3 uses. So you have a bit more leeway with it. You use it more often. And for kunai, get something that has debuffs on it. want something with debuffs. Kunai don't do damage, so you want something to debuff enemies. So there's a list of the debuffs that you have in the tutorial, which you can just look through. But aside from that, that is basically everything that I have for the skill trees. I'm going to go through them one more time just so you guys see what they are. Again, like some of these are swapped out because I got better ones later on, but I think this setup is pretty much optimal. I mean, in terms of like your first run, if you run through it. A balanced setup where everything is kind of, you know, up there. You should be able to get you through quite a bit. I actually died on the first trial because I don't know if it was a glitch or something, but the demon, what's his face? What's his name? The first boss. I forgot his name already. The demon bull. I think that's his name. Yeah. He did something and it insta-killed me, and I don't know what it is, and that's kind of when I decided I wanted to put more into like defense so I can resist stuff, and it makes quite a bit of a difference. You'd be surprised. As for... Okay, so let me just go through them real quick one more time. As for your awakening state, where you hold R1 and then either triangle, square, circle, X, the primary one that I used is the healing one, because not only is it really good, so it acts as a heal, but it also really boosts your kunai and shuriken damage. More importantly, shuriken damage, because it really does a lot of damage, and you kind of want that. The only other one I would recommend is probably, I think it's called Mountain, the one where you can guard stuff, so your defense is a lot better. So. But otherwise, this is basically the same setup I have for all my gems for every single character. I just kind of copy and pasted it. And if you want to copy it, you basically go to call up board and then register it, and it'll make a copy here, and then go to another character, you just do call up board. You call up board, and then you just call up and it pastes it. So something that's kind of like a little hidden, but it makes things so much easier. So if you set something up for one character and you want to use it for every other character, this is a great way to just copy paste it and just move. Anyway, I hope this has helped. I got a few people asking me about what my gem setup is. The trials are kind of kicking their butts and stuff like that, so I hope this helps, and good luck with the trials. Some of them are kind of brutal, but for the most, if you're set up right and you use your shurikens and kunai very well, and you know, pick good characters for, you know, that you're comfortable with, you should be fine. And good luck. Take it easy. I'll see you in the next video.